World Heli Challenge was initially created by athletes for athletes.
We all live in the same lodge. We get up, we have breakfast together. You kind of see who eats what for breakfast or even gets up for breakfast. The activities are set forth every day based on the weather and the conditions, so we may be going car rallying or fishing or deer chasing or surfing or skeet shooting, and you get to know people on a different level. It's not the contest site and the lines you're dropping. It's basically like, you know, how good are you at driving a car? You know, do you enjoy the ocean? Do you want to go surfing? Or do you know anything about deer, or have you ever shot a gun before? And it's a very intimate week, you know. You really get to know people, you make good friends.
So the World Heli Challenge, the format, 2 days. You've got a free ride day, and you know, more kind of, you know, jumps and things like that for the first day, and then you've got your extreme day for the second day.
The reason why the World Heli Challenge is such a prestigious event is not because of the exposure it generates or because of the name of it, but it's because it's been around for almost 15 years, and the biggest names in the sport over the history of skiing and snowboarding have competed. I mean, there's Gerlach Shishrey, there's Kreitler, there's Brad Holmes, and like the list is really long. And just to be a part of that group of people really makes you feel like you're at the pinnacle of the sport.
Definitely, you know, event like brings out the real shredders contest. Like
yes. Shin-san, sashiburi, welcome. Nice to see you here in Hawaii.
Yeah.
You happy to be here?
Yeah, I'm so happy.
We just get to go and ski in a competitive environment, but out of helicopters. Like, you just don't get that anywhere else. So, I mean, I think that's the major motivation for everyone to come here, because it's so unique.
I knew it was going to be epic conditions. What I didn't know is what kind of venue they were taking us to. None of us did, and that actually was really cool because it added a bit of the unknown excitement.
Okay, book number 25.
Being a two-time champion is for me just a great achievement. The entire field of athletes invited down here are some of the world's best, and they all have a chance to win. It's really anyone's game. Anyone could do it. It's all about just putting everything together.
It sticks to your name if you win, and it looks very good. So, yeah, to win this event would be a huge mark on anyone's career.
I'm Andy Finch out of Truckee, California. We are out here at the World Heli Challenge, New Zealand, Lake Hawaii right now. I've definitely been competing a long time, and gosh, about 12 years now. And I think coming to the Heli Challenge is kind of like my reward.
I feel like I grew up as a freerider. You know, half pipe was forced. Big air, felt good, but at the same time, like coming back to a freeride big mountain event, I feel like it's getting back to my roots of snowboarding and why I started snowboarding in the first place.
New Zealand is pretty much, I don't know what you'd call it, sister, the terrain basically, the Valdez. It's the real technical lines, big ramps, and all the peaks are about the same size.
The Germans are crazy. They are going swimming. He's mental. 9 degrees, right? Come on, do it! Do it! Oh, yeah!
Oh, it's so good just to be surfing with the World Heli Challenge crew, and I mean, I wonder if this place has ever seen a crowd like this, but we're all friends. It's kind of funny.
Epic sesh. That was fun.
Big mountain skiing is a really lonely sport, and at max you have sort of 2 or 3 people in your party at any one time. So it's very rare that you can get 50 or 60 people on the mountain at once. And when all those people are pro skiers and pro snowboarders and friends, it's a really cool moment, and it's a great experience, and it's something that you just can't get any other way except for in this event. It's definitely a place that feels wild. You know, it's like this little island down in the South Pacific that receives tons of snow, and there's not really a moment here up in the mountains that you actually feel completely safe. So it's kind of a perfect venue for this event.
Liz is a 10-year-old Border Collie, and she's been working based out of Triple Cone for the last 9 years of her life. High avalanche hazard throughout the Alps at the moment from the storm that's just passed. So, you know, Harrow's he's really safety conscious. As a promoter, he's one of the most safety conscious dudes I've ever come across. You know, I guess we're here just as a little bit of backup. You know, technology breaks down. This doesn't.
When you put on an event like this, you can't have a vibe that's anything short of, you know, just absolutely electric. The atmosphere was just pumping the whole time. Everyone was fired up. We had an amazing backyard to play in.
We started by flying up there in the morning and come around the corner and you see the venue site, and it's just incredible. Undescribable mountain. It's just got spires and flutes and chutes and the whole works.
Basically right off the kind of northwest tip of Lake Wanaka. But Mount Aspiring just down to our south. Mount Aspiring Park kind of surrounds us to the west. And yeah, it's freaking all-time scenics up here.
Big mountain skiing, long story short, is you know, real skiing. It's who can actually ski, who can carve a pair of skis and turn down the mountain the best. And so, you know, there are kids who rip it in the park but can't turn a pair of skis to save their life.
My strategy for this week is to show off my skills, you know, not to be someone else. It's just like showing what you can, having fun out there, and if the conditions are there, then stick hard to it and push yourself.
It's good stuff. Deep and deep. Yeah, I like to paint things that I'd want to ride. I do two different types of paintings. I do super realistic, that'll actually go off an actual photograph. Kind of shows you the difference between like a reality painting and one that I had absolutely nothing to go off of. It's just a little bit different style, and you can actually see the difference in the style. And this is such a fun place down here in New Zealand. Oh, I think it's just the places that I go and things that I see. It's an incredible world out there. A lot of people don't get to see this kind of stuff ever.
Number 36, he'll be dropping off skiers left peak and heading down the left couloir.
You look at Ryder and, I don't know, he's got that farmer look to him. I mean, he just reminds me exactly of Sean Farmer. And yeah, coming from Alaska, you know he knows how to ride a line.
I grew up around the big mountain events, starting with West and stuff, so that's been around for about 20 years now. I've just kind of been along to all the competitions and whatnot since. These types of contests are the only ones I do. You're out there riding with your friends rather than actually competing.
When you see these people skiing and snowboarding in big mountains, it's impressive, but it really doesn't give an insight into the difficulties that you face actually doing it.
Cam, I'm on the back right side here. As we fly in, think I could just snap a quick photo out the window? Yeah, I'll try to go that way.
And the real guys, like the real pros, the real legends of big mountain skiing, are the guys and girls who are able to anticipate the physics of the unknown, and they're able to take that in their stride on the way down without even hesitating. And you see guys that'll just come over a big blind roller with so much speed, and they would never be able to stop if something went wrong, but they've got so much faith in their ability and that they've memorised the base correctly that they can just ski with aggression that other people aren't capable of. And that's why it's such a niche skill, and I think there's really only 5 or 10 guys in the world who are capable of doing that.
Yeah, the whole feeling at this contest, it's just such a cool group of people.
We're like a friendly community. Everyone is cheering for the other one. That's why I like that sport. If I'm coming down or I'm already down waiting for another rider and he stick like a crazy good line, I'm cheering for him because that's what it's all about.
If you're going to be talking about the helicopters, first off, you got to understand those things are an incredible machine. Just the fact that they can move any way imaginable. I mean, most people never get to ride in a Ferrari in their life. Most people never get to ride in a helicopter. A helicopter puts a Ferrari to shame.
The pilots, crikey, they are the craziest humans on earth.
Yeah, it was epic. It was the best heli flight I ever had in my life.
I think having, an event like the World Heli Challenge it's awesome. It's a type of contest that I would like to see a lot more of. That's why I came down this year, was to just, check out the whole scene here. It's a rock and roll contest. These guys have got a lot of good heart behind it.
Yeah, choppers are cool. Experience. It is the most incredible experience.
It's almost like a brothership or something, you know what I mean? It's quite unique, I would say.
Yeah, she seems like a...
There's some sunflowers as well, right?
Sure.
Just to let you know.
It's cold, man. I lost the bat and I should go surfing, but I can barely get into it.
One of my favourite things in the world is sheep.
Travis Wright getting stuck on the beach in the west coast of New Zealand.